Shut up, little nigga! I'm real tired of all that. You know what I just saw? The last episode of Dragon Ball Daima. Dragon Ball Daima told us one thing, booty memes. It told us this was all canon. He didn't lose access to it. He kept access. Dragon Ball Super got access to Super Saiyan 4. That's what that means. Guess what? No memory wipe. Ain't no demon realm restriction where it can only be used there. No, it was all a dream. None of that was substantiated. It wasn't called a different form and show. He outright called it Super Saiyan 4 booty memes. And that is that. They also stated that it was a power bubbling up in him. Before he even went there, he had been training a lot. What this means is that Super Saiyan 4 is not a magical form! We won! And you want to know why it is that we continue to win these arguments, we continue to win these ideas, that we continue to predict what's happening? It's because we're not lying to ourselves. You niggas are the ones who decided to lie to yourselves, and that's the reason why you wanted certain questions answered that weren't answered. The ideas you were putting in the air were false to begin with. You created them out of cope. That's all I can tell you. That's the best that you can get. You created all those ideas out of cope, out of running from the truth, from knowing that Dragon Ball. And I know a lot of people say, man, you always act like people this, that, or the third. Well, how come I'm always having a reason to substantiate? I explain and elaborate on how I'm thinking, how this makes sense and everything. I don't just say it for no reason. So if that's the case, how is it? What are the chances that this keeps playing out this way where, hey, it looks like you have motive to throw it back in frustration? We honestly beat them at their own game, to be honest. To keep it completely real with you, we actually wrote it out while they created fake-ass delusional excuses and hoped for them with their fingers crossed and tried to place as much theoretical validity into these ideas. Each and every idea meticulously devised to try and hate on Dragon Ball Super, from obtaining the confirmation that, hey, Super Saiyan 4 is weaker than the God forms, and hey, Dragon Ball Super also has Super Saiyan 4, so 100% the superior iteration of any Dragon Ball characters, right? And you know, like GT cannot stand up to this. And so people were seeing it. This is why you were seeing all types of memes, like from what I believe was called like anime something, whatever it was, Anime Central or something, posting all over Facebook and saying, what if the memories get wiped? What if they can only access it in the demon realm? What if they need refilled magic power? And I'm like, you want to know what I noticed about every single one of these what ifs? They all stop Dragon Ball Super from saying, hey, I also have the added power of Super Saiyan 4, right? And if you give them the added power of Super Saiyan 4, all of their fights expand that much greater in terms of power. They also put them in perspective as far as the comparisons of, hey, what is Super Saiyan 4 compared to this person? Hey, Super Saiyan 4 wouldn't have done nothing against normal Topo. Okay? Okay. I've always said Android 17 wasn't actually Super Saiyan Blue level, but those people who believed that he was, they now believe Android 17 can basically one-shot Super Saiyan 4. Ask them that question again and see if they repeat it the same way they did before, or are they creating new variations to the excuses suddenly? See what I'm saying? That's what I mean by the agenda and by the blueprint. Now that they know that their precious, their favorite transformation falls way short from the God forms, this will them on the Super's Diddy, onto Daima's Diddy, onto the God forms Diddy. Okay? Diddy bounce, Diddy bounce. Go ahead and get it. Get it, girl. Oh, wow. Get it. Look back at it. Look back at it. All right? Because this is quite literally going to mean that if you respect Super Saiyan 4, there are so many people in Dragon Ball Super now that have elevated respect over your Super Saiyan 4. Their meat's bigger, okay? You have to acknowledge that now. Okay? You have to acknowledge that now. that means that Super Saiyan 4, yeah, your precious Super Saiyan 4 would have never ever touched hit. Never ever. Also, linking into Daima, what we saw was that Vegeta had no stamina drain while fighting someone that, you know, Tamagami 2 was stronger than the version that even Goku fought. Okay? Then Neva also enhanced his strength. Then he was also being jumped by a Kraken, of which Goku stated his full power wasn't enough to defeat the Kraken. Goku thought neither of them could defeat the Kraken, and Goku knew he had Super Saiyan 3 at this time. So what that means is that that Kraken was stronger than Goku, than Super Saiyan 3 Goku, Mini Goku, right? Yet that Kraken and the enhanced Tamagami that was already stronger than the one Goku fought are jumping Vegeta. Also, not only is Vegeta in a kid body, but he's struggling to learn the control. He hasn't learned the control yet, so he's fighting against them both as he's trying to get the control to manage in his body, and he succeeds. All in all, in the end with Super Saiyan 3, this man got his arms folded and completely dapping up everybody to dare get in his way. Handled. And Super Saiyan 3 Goku as an adult didn't have that efficiency with using Super Saiyan 3, and he had the advantage of training in the afterlife, where training would have been easier, exploring a form, trying to find his weaknesses and strong points without having the drain of stamina as bad up there would have given you advantages in trying to figure it out. You can maneuver it and navigate it much better up there than what you could down here. Somehow Vegeta in a year or less maintains Super Saiyan 3 with superior efficiency to Goku as an adult when Vegeta is in his mini form. And then we see that base form Vegeta is stronger than Super Saiyan 4 mini, as he damages the version of Goma that dropped, that stomped, okay, absolutely meated and stroked down Super Saiyan 4 Goku Mini. And this is a Vegeta that had damage on his body and could barely stand. Piccolo also confirms we have still retained all of that damage. Goku, however, appeared to be healed by Neva. Oh my goodness. So this version of Vegeta, base form, is stronger than Super Saiyan 4 Goku, but his mini form was stronger than adult Super Saiyan 3 Goku, and he did all that within a year. That would indicate that, yeah. I mean, not only is base Vegeta, not only is, you know, base adult Vegeta versus Super Saiyan 3, you know, Buart Goku would get one shot. So the levels of power that we're actually seeing, that they're actually understanding at this point in time, have already escalated to beyond radical levels, moving up to Dragon Ball Super, and you already know the rest. You know exactly what happens. You know how much stronger they get, how they feel, all the statements about how much more power that they have, that's still valid. So not only did Daima prove that Super Saiyan 4 is, you know, in the accessible transformations that Dragon Ball Super has, and that it's weaker, you know, it validated that Super Saiyan 4 is, hey, it's weaker, it's nothing compared to the God forms or these characters. Like, they gave us everything we wanted to shut y'all niggas up, and I expect you to, because you ran your mouths as if there's so many people. Like, when I got into that whole huge war with the GT lovers over there, they was like, well, you know, you'll never be able to tell because they're two different iterations to the... Yeah, give me that argument. Get that out of here, okay? Get that out of here. Do that out of here immediately. You ain't saying that no more. And you can either get on board with the fact, right, or not. Now, if you're going to watch the series, learn to, you know, accept and face the truths. Don't nobody want to coexist with somebody who refuses to face the truth. If that's the case, like, you got to accept that's what it is. It was also some real funny stuff in this last episode. I was crying, laughing when Vegeta was like, it was Ultra Vegeta 1. Goku was like, what the hell is that? Flew off. You're right, my dude. That's Super Saiyan 3. But it was also funny as hell because I remember people trying to call it Super Saiyan 2.5. Omari tried that, but it was different. You know, Vegeta was like, I don't want to admit that I Super Saiyan 3. No, I had something, and his did look slightly different, right? His does look slightly different. So I mean, it's Super Saiyan 3 though. But it's funny that even though it looked different, Goku knew outright, like, nah, man, that was Super Saiyan 3. But there were people who argued it wasn't Super Saiyan 3 when it popped out. Clearly it's Super Saiyan 3. Clearly Vegeta was stuttering before he came over there. No, it's Ultra Vegeta. He want to be the one to name his transformation. He want to be the one to name his transformation. I dig that, man. I dig that. I feel that. But hey, that was Super Saiyan 3. All right, you know what I'm saying? But he had that Ultra. He was already thinking about Ultra. He was already thinking about the name Ultra. Oh man, that's like somebody just heard him come up with that idea, and Ultra Instinct popped up one day. He was like, "Oh nah," then Goku got that. Like, yeah, I'm Ultra. Like, now that's hilarious. That's hilarious, though. I ain't gonna cap, but yeah, it don't mean nothing bad about the characters. This just made Dragon Ball Super have no arguments with GT whatsoever. I mean, they have everything you have. They don't have golden grid. Don't nobody want that. That was lame in the first place. Your show didn't even want that. The only person who got stuck with it was Baby Vegeta. Lame. Okay? Revving you up. I'm just saying. So if you watch this episode with high hopes that in the end they wouldn't maintain these forms, you didn't get what you wanted, but I did. I got exactly what I wanted. Somebody call up Booty Memes.
Tell me it's fucking whooped. Tell me it's fucking whooped. Tell me it's whooped and I'll get up. Tell me it's whooped. It ain't whooped or you're fucking saying. You hear me? You hear me?